live and you can welcome everybody.
Are we live right now? Yep. Yeah, we are. All right. Hey, how's everyone doing? We're Vertebreaker. We're here in sort of the practice cave here at Greg's house. As you can see, there's Greg, Rod, Ryan, Jarrett, all five of us really in one room. It's been a while since we've had that. Well, it's been a couple of weeks anyway. So, Ryan just got back from tour, which was really nice. He went and played Rockfest in Wisconsin with Lydia Can't Breathe. So that was awesome. What we wanted to do here tonight, for those of you guys tuning in, is, again, we kind of get together and practice on Tuesday nights anyway. So we just kind of wanted to let you guys in and experiment with a few things. The live streaming thing is still relatively new to us. We thought we're a little bit limited on space. We figured we'd set up a few lights here, similar to what we would like to do one day, which is like an all streaming show, like where we play a complete set and have production and all that stuff. And right now we're just kind of in practice mode, but we wanted to test out a few of these lights here and a few other things. And so we figured we might as well play a few songs for you guys and maybe tell the stories behind them.
Behind the music.
So, so how are you guys all doing all right? Do we want to get started soon with the first song, or are you still tuning over there, Greg?
Greg's playing the tuning song.
Yeah, the tuning song is very, very popular. Lacey and Dylan are watching. I know you guys are tuning in, so we appreciate that.
Hey, baby. Not you, Dylan. What's up, Dylan?
Oh, he was talking to you, Dylan. He was.
I didn't want him to think, hey, baby, was for him.
I mean,
Dylan, I do like you, but just...
Right.
I don't,
It's more platonic, really.
Yeah.
Colin from Breathing Theory. What's up, man?
What's up, Colin?
Glad to see you tuning in. He's a good friend of ours. So I think we're gonna get started with a song called "In the Name," which is off our first record. If you've come to see us in the last 4 years or whatever, chances are you've heard that song. It's all over our social media. We have a lyric video up as well
on our YouTube channel.
That was back when the band first got together in 2013. That was one of the first few songs that Ryan and I wrote together, and I think that and New Sickness ended up making that first record that we did with that was produced by Brett Hessla, who's an amazing producer and musician. He was the lead singer of Dark New Day and Virgos Merlot before that, and also played bass with Creed for a couple years at the height of their popularity. So, we were really psyched to work with him. We were fans of his, and that was, again, it was so early in our career. It was right before Greg joined the band and a few months before Jarrett joined the band. So that I think we knocked out those 4 songs in like a week or something like that. It was crazy how quickly we recorded those songs. But getting back to what I was saying before, with "In the Name" was one of the first few songs that Ryan and I wrote together. And when you're starting a new band, I think there's a tendency to want to come right out of the gate and kind of say who it is we are, or at least who it is we want this band to be. And "In the Name" was one of those songs where it was almost sort of like a mission statement, where it's, and you can see it in the lyric video. Please go on our YouTube channel and check it out. I think one was done by our good friend Nick Amin. There are a few lines in there that I think really kind of sum up who this band is I don't have to do what I do, but I do it anyway. Meaning that, we are doing this because we love this kind of music. We love playing music. We're crazy music fans first, and that's why we wanted to get together and form a band. And we're not doing it because we have to. And the truth is, we all have ways of supporting ourselves, but we're doing this because we want to. And another line in there that really, I think, sums up what we're all about is the odds astronomically against me, which is true. The odds are astronomically against us. I mean, we're not delusional here. We know how hard it is to make it in this business and how hard it is to make it in any form of entertainment, whether you're an actor, writer, musician, what have you. It's damn near impossible sometimes. I shouldn't say not impossible, because a lot of people have done it, but the odds of it, with the amount of people trying to get into it, and we're just trying to do the best we can. It doesn't mean we want it any less. Don't get it twisted. But we're, even if nothing happens with this, we're having a good time, and we're writing a lot of songs that we're proud of, and we're making a lot of music that we're proud of. So that's kind of where In the Name comes from. That's sort of the true story behind that. Anything you guys want to add to that, Ryan?
Let's jam.
Well said. Well said.
Okay. All right. These guys will want to shut me up in a little bit. But this is In the Name. Ryan, go ahead, start it off.
Oh wait, put the effects back on the box.
Oh yeah, there we go. Some manual stuff here.
You ready, fellas?
am the place I've found myself in before. We are all real today. Oh yeah. All right. You know, I was looking through the feed as we were playing, and Greg actually had time to give the video a thumbs up in the comments, like in the middle of the song, which was pretty amazing.
It's a lot of open homes in that.
Right, there's a lot of windows of opportunity for that. Greg actually, for those of you who don't know, is really responsible for setting up all this tech here, all the GoPro cameras that you see us, and the way you hear us through his mixing board here, and just it's pretty incredible how he set all this up.
Yes, I'm available for parties, bar mitzvahs,
He is.
everything for a fee. I can make this happen for you.
Really.
Yes, actually, it's what was I was looking. Was it Alex? What's his name? I'm drawing a blank. The Haven.
Yeah. Oh, Axel.
Alex Axel. Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess what is this Willie's house or something? I've been seeing that. Is that?
I believe that's a streaming show that he. I don't know what his role in that, but I know he shares it quite a bit.
Yeah, I've seen that. So I was looking. I was like, wait, hold on, wait, we're doing this, and then I'm like, hey, it's cool. You know, it's cool.
The funny thing I noticed there's a guy watching named Joaquin Barenius, and my wife teaches his kids, so I got to be on my best behavior.
Yeah, you better. No, I think that, yeah, seeing that kind of stuff, seeing people do those kind of things, and they've got a lot more people helping them on that show. So we're I say it's high tech, but low tech because it's just whatever I can scrounge together that it doesn't cost a lot of money.
Well, I know there were a few different shows that you were inspired to do this by.
Yeah. So I this other guy does a solo thing, and I've mentioned it a million times, so I won't talk about it again. But he's really, you talk about a one-man show. Some people are just taking this to the next level. My brain doesn't fire that quickly.
In time.
Yeah, no.
In time. Patience, grasshopper.
Right now, I feel like I'm playing at the pier in Cocoa Beach. It's so hot in the office.
Yeah, I want to debate the theory that LED lights put off no heat.
Yeah, because it feels hotter, and Rod and I have been playing together for over 20 years, and we've had some other bands, and I remember setting up in the summertime at the pier in Cocoa Beach, and by the time you got
Feels
ready,
like that right now.
oh no, it's cooler right now, but I remember by the time you got ready to play, you were just hoping the sun went down. It's just so bad.
Well, I just want everyone to know that while we're playing tonight, I am blind and hot.
Yeah.
What about you? I don't know. It's shining right in my eyeballs.
Jared, how are you feeling today?
You look good.
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, I know you
Yeah.
weren't feeling too hot this morning, so I'm glad you showed up.
Is it diarrhea?
I turned around by 5 or 6 and was able
Was
to
it explosive
Is it a
diarrhea?
cha-cha morning?
get my balls back up. Oh, yeah, this morning. I think I lost about $20 in groceries, perhaps.
Cha-cha-cha?
Wow.
Yeah. I like a duda.
But
I mean,
glad
we
to
don't
be
need to
here.
go.
Cha-cha.
We don't need to go into too much info,
I
really.
know.
Okay. So
I mean, as you guys can see, we're a little bit limited on space, and a lot of wires. I'm trying not to trip over stuff. So
make fun of my man cave.
no, I mean, I mean,
kidding.
look, let's be honest. We've played stages smaller than this.
We have.
Siggy's. We haven't played that, but that's pretty small.
Yeah.
You're like a crow on the side of that stage. At least the bass player is, and that's what I was
Holy
playing
crap,
in Fun
Adrian
Fight.
Mc-
The
McCollum.
bass player's
What's up,
always
dude?
like a crow.
Yes. What up?
What up? Jack, before we get back to the music.
Yeah.
So the theme for tonight, we're planning on doing what, like maybe 3 songs tonight?
Yeah.
The theme was to go through a little quick run through our timeline. That was the beginning of the band around
Sure.
2013, 2014. let's take it up to the next. Greg and Jarrett have joined the band, and we are in the late 2014, 2015, coming into 2016 range.
Well, yeah, it's funny how this song came about because I mean, by this time, like 2015, Greg and Jarrett were already in the band for quite a bit, and like we were recording a bunch of stuff that's going to be on our next record. We had started that in like December of 2015, but like we were still writing a bunch of other tunes, and this I think the riff that for this next song came to you guys from seeing one of the bands that we had played with.
Yeah, we played at the Boondocks. Moment of silence for the Boondocks, please. Okay. We opened up for a band from Denmark called Saint Rebel.
That's right.
And
was that the night we were opening for Saving Abel, I think? Were they on that show?
I follow that guy on social media, but I can't understand anything that he says. So I figured it was very limited.
You don't speak of the...
Jacob. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to lie. They inspired us. They were a great band, and they had such sweet riffs. And I'm not going to lie. We went home from that show fired up. We bought the CD. We were jamming out to it. We were like, man, I want to write something. So I'm not going to lie. We were inspired by a riff. You got your volume, Greg? Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Jacob, if any of you guys are watching, I'm not going to lie. We did love a riff similar to this. And we took that and we were like, oh, we got to write a riffy song around that. So that's where this song, Out to Sea, came from. We wrote it in my old apartment. Me, you, and Ryan.
Pretty much, yeah. The funny thing is...
Ryan, step into my light.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Step into my light, brother.
Ryan, we need you to give a speech right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit.
No.
Ryan, what's your thoughts on the Saint Rebel show? What do you remember of those cats? Very nice guys, but their music was...
Super sick. Guitar player was incredible.
riffy.
Blew me away.
We walked away inspired to do some chunking and some riff writing.
Well,
I enjoyed writing this song, though, because it was really something we all contributed a piece to.
Jarrett
Sure.
contributed on
So-
guitar at the end.
Yeah.
That was Jarrett's riff.
Drummer
So,
contributed.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Right.
everyone
Forgot about
threw
that.
What's
some
up,
riffs
Justin?
in there, and
You having some balcones?
think it's one of our better songs for sure.
Definitely. I mean, it's a shame because it's not going to be on the next record, but we'll probably do a studio recording of it relatively soon.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. It's definitely a fun song to play.
Didn't we write that, or wasn't that written right after we finished the decisions with all the other songs going on our album?
Probably.
Is like we
Yes.
just got done laying out what
We
songs we
just
wanted, and
finished
then
it
we
after
wrote.
we'd already started
Yeah.
recording. We were like, oh.
Yeah, so that happens sometimes. I know when it comes to lyrics with this, a lot of times when the guys will like write like a riff or a particular piece of music, they have the music without the words. A lot of times, I'll ask them if they had anything in mind for it, and a lot of times like Rod is really good about thinking of like titles for songs. A lot of times like he'll give me a title and then I'll know what I want the song to be about. And he not only had the title, but he also actually wrote the lyrics to the chorus in this song. So I thought that was interesting. Out to sea, and
This
just,
one's about my summer of love and my boat.
I mean, it can be if you want that to
With
be what
my-
it's about. Then it can be
My
about
gym
that.
teacher.
I don't know what Greg's talking about, but no, I mean, okay, you have a song title like Out to Sea, and you have the way the chorus is set up. I figured like, you know what, let's just write a song. I mean, because so many of our songs are angry or dark or whatever. Let's write something a little bit lighter. Let's write something about like something that people can like hang out at the beach or on a boat or anything or a pool party, whatever it is. And just sort of like a sun and fun, but like hard rockin' song. Because I'm like, why should all like the hip hop and country guys have all the fun? That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna interrupt you.
Personally, Jack, I picture jamming this song super loud in your car and then having to turn it down abruptly as you're getting pulled over for speeding.
Say hello to Marilyn. Everybody knows what's going on with Marilyn.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
Marilyn.
yeah.
Hey, Marilyn.
We're all thinking about you.
Yeah, Marilyn, get well soon, my dear.
Thanks for joining.
But yeah, thank you everyone who's tuning in. Do you guys want to do Out to Sea? We've been talking about it quite a bit. Anything else you guys wanted to add before we get to it?
Chris Sherry's not here to tell us to shut up and play the music.
I know he means it though.
But Tim's been telling me to play Skinner, so that's why I played Skinner. So he's getting antsy. So we'll jam for him.
Tim Greer channeling his inner Scott Steiner. Hello? There we are.
I look so long for you. Here you are.
know. It's getting a little hot in here.
Warm.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling the heat.
It's a bit brisk.
Good Lord. So, here we are.
Yes.
Hope you guys are enjoying it. It's our, usually, like Jack said, this is our Tuesday night get-together, jam out. So tonight we just kind of themed it out for you with
Sure.
3 songs from across the span of our existence so far.
Sure, and I mean, I don't know if we're gonna do this necessarily every week. We might make it a semi-regular thing. I'm not sure. We're still kind of figuring that out. But we're glad that you guys are tuning in. If you like it, go ahead and follow all our social media if you haven't already, or share this so your friends can see it, especially those of you on Facebook. I think we're also on YouTube and Twitch and anywhere else we're streaming. Are we doing Periscope right now?
Not tonight.
No, not Periscope. So,
Periscope is,
sorry, Periscope, you're out of luck.
no, Periscope always gives me errors when I try to do it. It just so if I can figure it all out, we're streaming to 3 at once. That's what's at
Yeah.
the banner below. Facebook, obviously for more interaction there. I say Instagram, but no, we're not streaming to Instagram.
No.
Sorry. So I'm not consistent. We
We,
have some.
we are on Instagram though at Vertebreaker.
Yeah, we just don't stream there.
Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
We'll
Yeah.
gram it.
Twitch is the weird one. I mean, hey, we might gather some stuff, but it really, YouTube, that one's hanging at 50 subscribers. So come on, at least hit the subscribe button.
Those
just
of you
to-
on Twitch,
Yes.
this is what it looks like before there was Guitar Hero. There were actual guitars that were played.
Take a minute to
Just saying.
let's take a minute to beg for some subscribers on that YouTube channel. We need to get that up.
Of course.
We're at 50. We would like to be at 100 very soon, so we can change the the URL is
the name.
the name is like some crazy random combination of
Right. It's
symbols instead of
We're not sure what
Vertebreaker
language
band.
it is.
So yeah,
Might be
every time
binary.
if I want to include the URL, youtube.com / it's like this huge long alphanumeric crazy character thing. So
So in summary, we need subscribers.
just
I know.
it's easy. We
Come
got
on.
plenty
Oh.
of people on here.
First of all, speaking of that, thank you very much to everyone for helping us get to 2,000 likes on our
Yes,
Facebook page.
finally.
That was awesome, and you guys helped us achieve that. So we're very thankful, and now we're begging people for some
more.
help with our YouTube channel.
Right. It never ends really, but like that 2,000 mark, that was like driving us nuts for a while. Like, come on. And now we're gonna do the same thing when we get close to 3,000 and so on and so forth. So just keep them coming. Just keep sharing. Keep telling people about it. Keep spreading the word. We appreciate it. We appreciate everyone for taking the time in their Tuesday night to hang out with us. And we're glad to invite you over to practice.
And definitely for something like this that doesn't happen that often with bands, I'm telling you, there probably are maybe outside that we just don't know about it. But this is a fairly new thing. I kind of like to do that. I'm not saying it's so unique. I mean, streaming but it's a lot of work, so that's why people don't do it. But even I think I was before things with even podcasting. I always wanted to do video podcasting.
Sure.
So years and years ago, before YouTube, I was doing that, but I just wasn't consistent enough because I got burned out. So that was the whole thing. If I would have been consistent, I would have had a nice branding on YouTube. But here we are right now with this, and it's just a matter of continuing to do it. But the way we continue to do that is if you guys share this on your pages, just share this video out. I mean, I think I posted one of our videos that I did by myself a couple weeks ago. I just shared it to a group, and it got within a day like several thousand. So all it takes is just for you guys to share it, share this practice at this live stream after you're done.
Absolutely, and like I said, we're very lucky to be able to have the equipment that allows us to do it at this particular quality. We're not just putting our phone in front of a bunch of amps and you have it be in a very loud room. So thankfully, you guys can hear us very clearly. We can hear ourselves a lot clearer, and it's not just a lot of noise in here. In fact, if you were to walk through that door right now, you wouldn't be able to hear any of our instruments because we're all going right through the mixing board. So
It's like a street party,
right,
a bunch of
just
pots
hear
and pans,
me singing,
and Jack singing, and
Jarrett banging on stuff.
Rod scared my wife in there when he just does his screamo stuff.
Yeah,
It's
I apologize to Greg's wife, Stacy.
Sorry, Stacy.
But I mean, this kind of stuff. Even she doesn't get it too involved with a lot of the stuff as far as in the band, but she was really even the last week she was telling over the phone that just us sitting in front of the computer, we were having some banter, you know.
Sure.
And she said it was very entertaining.
She basically said it didn't suck.
Exactly, and that
That's a win. I'll take it.
I'll take that.
Right?
As long as it doesn't suck.
Right?
yeah, that's coming from someone who doesn't, you know, is not an avid like seeking out bands and stuff, and that's kind of the we want
'Cause
those
she would've
audience.
told us.
Yeah, she would have said,
If we
no.
sucked, she would have told us.
She said, not my thing, you know, and that's fine. I
She would
think
have told you. I don't know if she would have told
now
me.
Christine, her
Christina, yeah.
opinion, Christina, sorry,
Yeah.
I got just too many Christinas, Julias,
That's
Julies. You know, if she watches it, says, "You guys didn't suck." That's a good one too. 'cause
Yeah.
her and
I mean,
Stacey are similar.
Are you kidding? that is high praise.
Exactly.
My ass.
So why don't you talk? Why don't we talk about so we don't roast out of our undies?
Commodore
here.
Jay, what's up? I got Jackie from Texas.
Hey,
checking
what's
in,
up, guys, gals?
So, yeah, a lot
Thank you
of
for
cool
joining
people.
us.
Is that El Commodore?
Yeah, that's
Jackie.
Jay, the Commodore.
Jackie?
We got Ryan from Elevators, who's also my boss, which is crazy. He's checking in.
You fired. You fired.
Yeah.
About ready to bring it back to some music again.
Yeah, let's do it.
We already
Well,
talked
we got
about
one
this?
more song for tonight. It's the name of this song is Indecision. It's this is from the more recent era.
Yeah. We
It was written, no joke. I know this is gonna sound weird, but like, I think it really was spawned from the idea of, man, I want a powerful, badass opening song that you can open a show with and just melt faces right out of the gate. So that's how we wrote it. That's how we came up with it. And we had it like 98, 99% finished when we got the call to open for Steel Panther.
yes. Again, thank you to Super Dave and LT for that.
Yes.
That was
and
that was
everybody
last
at the Plaza
November.
Live. It was a crazy experience.
It was crazy. Like I remember we got the call like 6 days before it happened. So I don't know if somebody canceled or what the deal was, but we were glad to get that call. So that was at the Plaza in Orlando in front of like it had to be like 200-300 people almost.
100?
100.
You mean 1,000?
They were hanging off the rafters, brother.
I forget the capacity, but it was over 1,000.
At least two.
Was it
I think
really?
it was almost 2,000 people.
No
Yeah, it was
kidding.
sold out.
Yeah, we had people like Scott Phillips from Alter Bridge in the crowd, and it was pretty rad to play that show. And the
I
Steel
called
Panther-
Scott, one of my friends from Facebook, who he wasn't one of my friends. I was like, "Hey, you know," and then it dawned on me that I was totally like not
yeah,
even
that's Scott
recognizing him.
from Alter Bridge.
I
and
think
Creed
you said
and all
something.
that.
I was like, "All right, I'm out now."
I was like, "Do you know who that is?"
I was like, "Hi, Scott from Alter Bridge and Creed and all those other ones."
Yeah.
So sorry. Maybe appreciated
John
that more.
Connolly from Seven Dust might have been there. I don't know. I mean, he's a local guy here in Orlando.
I gave him a lesson backstage.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a cool show. And so like we had, and I think that was the first show where we played this song.
Yeah.
It's like, man, how nerve wracking was that?
We wrote this for an opener, and we got to open it for probably one of the greatest shows.
Yeah, I mean, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely our
Like-
biggest show
like,
so far. So
It couldn't have been unveiled in a better setting.
right, just dove right into the fire. I'm falling, docking.
But yeah, it's called Indecision, and it's an opener, but it's actually the closer tonight.
For sure.
But that's all right. It's there's nothing wrong with taking you out with some energy too.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. tunnel vision, indecision. Clearly you have won. You have won. At a fork in the road with the way we chose to live by no one's rules. We keep trying, but no one else is buying. There is no excuse. We're trapped in the wasteland of our own anxieties. And everyone I meet is sick inside in ways that no one sees. It's living and breathing, and you won't know the cause. You'll suffer. Nobody seems to know what gives you pause. Every turn's in the wrong direction. Confidence is dead and gone. It's hard to look ahead with tunnel vision. Indecision. Clearly you have won. Falling away. I need to go somewhere and think this over before I lose it all on my own. Every time an impossible choice comes to me, I lose my mind. It's living and breathing, and you won't know the cause. You suffer. Nobody seems to know what gives you pause. Every turn's in the wrong direction. Confidence is dead and gone. It's time to look ahead with tunnel vision. Indecision. Clearly you have won. Falling away. I need to go somewhere and think this over. Falling away. I need to go somewhere and think this over before I lose it all on my own. All right. That went well.
Yay.
We made it.
Thank you very much. I gotta get some
We're
water
there.
after this, but yeah, we appreciate you guys tuning in, man. This is a lot of fun for us because it feels like we're just playing right here in your living room and just kind of hanging out with you guys, and that's really what it's all about. That's the beauty of social media. Everyone gets down on social media sometimes, but it allows us to do cool stuff like this. I'm blocking Jared's head. I feel bad. I just realized. Poor Jared. He's
Thanks,
always sitting
Jack.
down. It's the
There's
drummer's
always
curse.
someone in front of the drummer whenever there's a camera.
I know. I've noticed that every shot.
I definitely want to give Jared a hand. I mean, this guy he's been sick today, but he pulled through. He came here. He's playing his heart out. So
I appreciate it. Glad to be here.
we appreciate you being here.
Glad I could make it.
Rod, what have you got? Anything you want to say to the folks?
Man, I have nothing. Other than
I'm
basically
nothing.
what I said before.
Clap, clap. Thanks, Keith.
And really mean it. Thank you everyone who tunes in to these live streams. We appreciate it very much. We appreciate all the feedback, comments. Really appreciate your support with the likes and the subscriptions. And we're going to keep coming to you every week, trying to bust out new content for you. Sometimes we'll be playing music like this, depending on, like, say, times when Ryan's out on the road with Lydia, or maybe somebody can't make it for whatever reason because of scheduling. Then that's when we usually do, like, a talking.
Yeah.
Like a talking
It's
points.
kind of funny because for a while, like up until we started doing this, I would
Thanks, Marty.
take funny little videos on my phone and just put it as a post practice clip. So this is sort of like the evolution of that. So it'll be a lot better than whatever nonsense we were doing back then. Although we can bring nonsense if you want.
Yeah, again, make sure that anybody coming on here new that I've seen, it's real easy. Just share the live stream. Just share it on your timeline.
Please do. Please
And
do. We
you
would
got
appreciate
friends that we don't have, and so that helps bring traffic to our page, and helps us make our way into the ranks and all that good stuff. So
Yeah, no, we definitely always appreciate it. If you like us, please do that. If you didn't like us, try it anyway. People are like, check out these guys, man. They suck. Because someone will like us. I promise you that.
Even bad press is press, right?
and then the whores come to town.
Yeah, my buddy Keith, thanks for saying clap clap. I appreciate that. Marie,
Thanks, Keith.
Jarrett's stepmom, thanks for checking in. We appreciate that.
Nice.
What's up?
Nice.
And yeah, that's about all for this week. Make sure you like us, follow us, check out all our social media, and if you haven't already. I mean, if you have, that's probably why you're here. So
I always forget when you're live, you can't do things like scratch different places as a guy.
You forget that.
I forget that, and I look and I'm like, I think they just saw me. Like,
you wait a minute, you can't do that.
I did that. I found it the other night when we were doing our.
Where is
our
it said that
three.
you can't do that?
Yes, but it was right focused, and I grabbed
Right,
and did
well.
like a pinch and roll, and
Wow.
and so I
Wow,
saw
okay,
it.
you really went for it then.
I didn't say what
Listen.
it was. It could be anything.
Video etiquette is another thing we're still mastering.
I forgot
This is
as
a
I
learning
watched it.
process.
It ain't perfect, but it's rock and roll,
We're
folks. Come
getting
on.
better and better. Mistakes mean we're human, right? Ryan, you want to say goodbye to everybody since you talk so much?
I
too
know
much?
he never shuts
I've
up.
had the hardest time tonight getting a word in edgewise with you over here.
I know, you chatterbox.
Here,
I like to play.
let's give him a goodbye.
Say something. Just
always put
exactly
mine on the
that.
spot.
Something.
Farewell. And see you next time.
I mean, that says it all right there. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Jack. This is Jarrett, Ryan, Rod, and Greg. We are Vertebreaker. Please keep following us. We'll see you out there.
Remember to vote for us. All your wildest dreams will come true.
Exactly.
Are we running for something?
For president.
Oh, okay. Make America Vertebreaker again, I guess.